Yeah, I'd like to welcome you again to our discussion on father-daughter relationships. Have we?
Yes.
Yeah. It's daughter-daughter relationship.
Father-daughter
Oh, I didn't speak bad English there.
relationship.
Today, we're going to be talking, as we promised, on net profit. We've talked about money. Okay, let me just break it down. We talked about net worth. We talked about networks. And today, we're going to talk about the cocoa, which is net profit. You know, there are some interesting things that you will pick from this episode. But first of all, let me just refresh our mind, you know, on what we've discussed so far. You know, we started by saying that a daughter, or a human being is what is money. Yes. So when we talk about money, we're not talking about paper money. We're talking about safe money. And I always like the way you put it, safe money. We're talking about safe money. It's from safe money that you get paper money. Do you understand? Safe money, if you say your money, you can be converted to dollars, it can be converted to pounds, it can be converted to naira, depending on your location. But what we want every daughter out there to know is that they are money. They don't have to look for money outside. It's like saying, what you want to go look for Sokoto? Sokoto, is there where your Sokoto? You're looking at me, you've never heard that parable before. What you're going to look for is Sokoto, is in your Sokoto. The money you are looking for, you are. So why, if you are money, why should you be looking for money? Do you understand? So today, we said that, like I said, we started from money, paper money, not paper money, safe money. So your money, and your net worth is actually money. Money equals to net worth, and net worth equals to money. So when we say network is money, we're talking about safe money, not paper money. And we also talked about what constitutes net worth, and that's where we talked about standard, we talked about strategy, and also talked about stamina, how to build stamina and all that. Then we said that if you have discovered your net worth, you can use it to build your networks. Network is not who you know, but who knows you. But you have to start from getting to know people, getting to know as many people as possible. Then from there, then you get people to know you. And we said building networks means you have to build it offline and online. You understand? But today we want to look at net profit. Net profit. If you notice, we talked about net worth. We talked about networks, and now we're talking about net profit. You see, there is net. Do you understand? So for you to get net, there has to be two factors, and you minus one from each other. You understand? So net worth, we are talking about your true self, your essence, life essence. Then you minus it from your experience for you to get your net worth. Okay. Then when you're talking about networks, we're talking about minusing who you know from who knows you. So today we are talking about net profit. So how do you get net profit? Before we tell you how to calculate net profit, let's just talk about net profit. What is net profit? Joy. So just what do you think is net profit?
Well, I think net profit is
Can you just move forward to the
Okay. Net profit, it's the total income that you earn, aside from your expenses. Okay,
fine, good. You say net. You are even giving them a clue to what what net profit is. Net profit. Net. When we're talking about profit, we're talking about the gains. You're talking about what you've realized. Something that you could use for savings, you could use for your investment, that you could give. Something you have realized from carrying out a service or selling a product. That is your profit. A lot of people, they do business because of profit. Yes. They focus on profit. People want profit. You understand? People want profit. So when they are doing business, they're not making profit. The first thing that they do is they close down the business, which is not even supposed to be. It's good to have profit, but I want to open your eyes today. net profit, when we're talking about net profit, we're talking about cash flow minus your expenses, the cost of carrying out a service or producing a product. Do you understand? So you cannot talk about net profit without talking about cash flow. Okay. So cash flow is the blood of business. It's the lifeline of business. Cash flow. You have to have cash flow. Do you understand? If you want to make profit, you first of all concentrate what? On your cash flow. Then, and you also have to watch what? Your expenses, your costs. Do you understand? So these are the things that we are using this period, this episode, to let fathers, teach their daughters, just the way I'm taking joy, to get to understand what cash flow is and what expenses is. That you should not focus on profit. Profit is given. If you take care of your cash flow and your expenses, you will get your net profit. Do you understand? Why will you focus on net profit, on your profit, when you are not taking care of your cash flow and what? Expenses. Your expenses. Now, those days they used to tell us in the bank that if you are not making money, what's your expenses? Cut your costs. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because if you cut your costs, what happens? You will have profit. So in this episode, we want to use it to let you know that you have to focus more on your cash flow. Cash flow is income that come into your business. Income that come into your business. You notice that banks are willing to do stuff with you when they discover that you have steady or constant cash flow. Do you understand? So it's about cash flow. Get in the money. Get it in the money. Let the money keep coming. Then keep watching your expenses. When you are watching your expenses, what happens? Your net profit will grow. Just like we are telling people, don't focus on paper money. Focus on what?
Money.
So don't focus on net profit. Focus on what?
On your bookings.
Cash flow. You focus on cash flow. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you getting it now?
Yes,
you focus on your cash flow. Then you watch what? Your expenses. Sometimes it's not everything, that we really need. You understand? Do you understand? Yes. It's not everything that we need. You have to focus on the ones that that you can, that is relevant, the ones that are useful. There are some things that are not necessary. Do you understand? So while you are doing that, you are actually cutting your costs. And when you are cutting your costs, your cash flow is increasing.